Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be planning the week of October 21st to the 27th in my memory planner, and I'll be using Spooky Magique from Scribble Co. And I forgot if I got this from the 300 like a freebie. So anyway, this is the newest format of this kit. So, and then you also have the kit freebie, and then I paired this with, I forgot what this is called. It's some type of purple, so sparkly purple maybe? I don't know. Anyway, you have 2 sheets of overlays, underlays, and your scripts and icons, and your bottom washi. So I will speed through putting down the base. Slowly catching up. So starting on why is my undo bottle cap over there? Anyway, so starting on Monday, I watched a bunch of TV shows because ever since my dog got hurt, I was kind of falling behind on them. So if you don't know, or if you didn't watch last week's Plan With Me, I pretty much mentioned that my big dog, Kion, he slipped a disc, and pretty much he couldn't use any of his hind legs or control his bowel movements. So yeah, very concerning. So we brought him to the hospital. They did an MRI the following day after we brought him there, and then turns out he had a slip disc or herniated disc. The official term is called IVDD. I think it's let me not get this wrong. Intervertebral disc disease. So that is what he had. So pretty much he had his surgery on Sunday night or Sunday afternoonish. It was originally going to be in the morning, but there was a more serious case than Kion, I guess, in the hospital, so they had to take care of him, or the other dog, first. And then after that, it was Kion's turn to go to the MRI. So after that, that is pretty much what happened on the weekend before. So pretty much I was getting updates from the hospital, and I could not visit him because they said it wouldn't be best for him to be that much active, but obviously it was kind of sad, and I was hoping for a photo, like a photo of him. What was the thing called? My goodness. like post recovery, or a photo update. My goodness, that took me forever. That's not the sticker I wanted to use. My goodness. So pretty much I couldn't go see him, and of course my brother was like, why not? And I'm like, because they don't want him too active. So anyway, that was pretty much that. And he pretty much stayed in the hospital all of Monday. I didn't bother marking down that I got an update. So they usually do a morning update and an afternoon update, or nighttime update. So that's pretty good. And my goodness, why did I say and twice? So pretty much, if we had any questions, we could ask them during those 2 update calls. So that was pretty much my Monday. Literally just catching up on my TV shows that I've missed. So then on to Tuesday, I watched Brilliant Minds. And then I packed orders. Dropped off packages. And then we got to pick up Kion from the hospital. He was still kind of out of it, but even though it's been a day, but they did give him really heavy pain medication. So yeah. But he is doing much better, like I mentioned in my previous plan with me. But yeah, he is so strong-willed, and he is very stubborn as well. He wants to walk more, but obviously short walks are best for him right now. But he's like, no, I want to go elsewhere. So we kind of have to try to lure him back with treats and stuff. And he's not really he is somewhat treat motivated, but not completely. So he's very stubborn, just like my brother. So anyway, we picked him up, and then I watched Dancing with the Stars, and then Rescue High Surf. And then on to Wednesday, which I totally forgot to zoom in, so I apologize. I published my one and only video this week. And then I fell off for 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, actually. So pretty much I was working as a poll worker for these this presidential election, and let's just say it was stressful, and it was annoying as hell. But I'll get more into it when the time comes, because honestly I was very disappointed in the results. I was hoping it would be flipped the other way, but clearly no one wants a woman as a president, and it's just stupid. Honestly, just stupid. And you see so many people at the rallies, and it just didn't translate. But I would say it was pretty close in terms of how many people voted, but still, it wasn't enough. It's just disappointing how this person could just become president and all the things he did in the past just seemingly vanish. What? Anyway, that's my 2 cents on my views of politics. But anyway, so I pretty much published October 7th to the 13th. I got a package from Fabletics. I watched 911 Lone Star, High Potential, Murder in a Small Town, NCIS. I totally missed one. What the heck? orders. I totally missed one. How the heck did I do that? 1, 2, nope, totally missed it. I guess I'll do this. Where are my little things? I put it at the bottom. So I watched FBI Most Wanted International. My goodness. So that is Thursday, and it's also crazy that I only have this much left of the year. Time has flown by, and it's just also very depressing because most of this year I was unemployed. Well, in terms of my full-time job. So I'm like, this is not right. Almost messed myself up again. So on to Thursday. I'm just putting down all the labels so I don't mess myself up. So Kion is also on, he was on a controlled substance, so we had to make sure he was taken care of in terms of pain. Okay, I guess, I don't know why I messed that up so badly. So after, like, he's on I put an alarm on my phone to remind me to give him medicine. It's almost like, it's crazy how my mom, oh my goodness, she had her heart surgery, and then my dog had a back surgery. So yeah, they're kind of going through the same things, or similar major surgeries. Not the same, but major surgeries. So anyway, so I watched Superman and Lois, Sullivan's Crossing, Met Fire and PD, and then I started printing planners, which were for current open orders. Well, they're already packed and shipped already, but then after that I watched The Irrational, The Masked Singer, and then I designed, which I totally forgot a sticker for. Nice job. I will pull a sticker after. So then on to Friday. I packed orders. And then I dropped off packages. So, pack orders. And my dad and I went to eat kanji in Chinatown. I don't know, my dad was craving it. And then we also wanted to buy bakery goods for our breakfast for the next few days because we were working early hours. So yeah, pretty much early voting started. Usually my dad does it, and I only do the day of. Because, I don't know, I did it when I was in, like, before I graduated college, so I was exhausted. and my back was so sore. And then this year, my back is still sore to this day. And also I'm holding my 60-pound dog with his harness because he can't put too much weight or like re-assist him in walking, so he's heavy, to say the least. So pretty much we went to go do all those things in Chinatown, and then I came back home and watched a bunch of TV shows. So here's the start of early voting. And for New York City, it's like their hours were much longer than they used to accommodate for, you know, presidential elections. So yeah. So this day, since it was the first day, I had to come in an hour and a half earlier than when the doors open. And let's just say these people, these other poll workers, they come in at, oh shoot, that's not what not what I wanted to do. But these poll workers come in like almost 15 minutes before they need to. Or not 15 minutes before they need to, 15 minutes before the doors open. And I'm like, hello? And then the coordinators don't do anything. And then the coordinators don't do anything when people like take advantage of them. It's just ridiculous. And the first day was like a SHIT show. So, because everyone wanted a power dynamic, and I was just like, okay, I just want to get this day over with. We don't need, and no one knew who the coordinators were because I guess it was different from before. So yeah, they were like, oh, this. So the other coordinator that used to work at the site, her name was Mary, and everyone's like, oh, we know what Mary needs, blah blah blah. I'm like, but she's not here. This person is, this other coordinator, and I was trying to help her out. And she gave me pointers on how to be a coordinator for early voting. So yeah. Anyway, so that was pretty much that. And then I simultaneously during my lunch break went to drop off packages for you guys. And I didn't know if I was allowed to take my electric scooter, into the school, but someone else bought their electric bike and no one said anything. So I was like, okay, I can. So this day I walked to that site. And then pretty much the next day I just took my scooter and I was like zipping past and got home in record time. Because the following week they extended the hours from 8 a.m. to, technically for me it was 7 a.m. I had to be there, to 8 p.m. or until the last voter leaves. So yeah, it was kind of exhausting, and I don't want to walk out at nighttime, especially next to a damn cemetery. So no thank you. And the school is right next to a cemetery. I'm like, no. Am I gonna be caught in the middle or very dark at the cemetery or near the cemetery? No. So I usually go on the other side. It's like not that bad of like a detour, but it still gets me there. So I never go through the cemetery. So anyway, that was pretty much that. So early voting day 2 went with a breeze. I don't think I had any complaints. So I was mainly the person who signed in everyone. But they're just some rude people. And then there's this lady, like, with the gracious of my heart, you know, the coordinator said, oh, she had brain cancer or something like that, something wrong with her brain, and just to ignore her. I'm like, okay, there's a point where I ignore, and there's a point where she's just talking nonsense, and I'm like, okay, but we got into this heated thing. She said, oh, you don't understand how, you don't know how to respect people, blah blah blah. I'm like, oh geez Louise, here we go again. And I was assisting her. She was in charge of closing down a BMD machine, which is called a ballot marking device, or aka BMD. So that is to assist any voters who have difficulty seeing things. It enlarges things. It's accessible to the voters, right? So this person is supposed to know, or any of the poll workers, they had training on how to deal with this situation and how to close this close this BMD machine, right? How am I the one closing? Technically, my job, my roles were interpreters or be a Chinese interpreter, because that was the last job. My role is not an inspector. It is not to help people close down their things. My job is to help the voter if they need interpretation. So I had the simplest job, but no, each person made it so difficult. I was like, I should have not done this. Like, I was not going to say I was a coordinator or anything, but these people, they just do it for the money and not do it for the concept of voting. So that's my whole spiel, but I'll go more into it the following week because it really pissed me off. So anyway, that is pretty much my week in full. And you probably don't want to really hear this side of the stories of like behind the scenes, but I know there's other poll sites in other parts of the country that had to deal with BS. So anyway, this is just my BS that I had to deal with. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this pod with me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!